Hey, Shalom, I want to start off souls by giving all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and honors to you brothers doing the work in truth, while sincerity. This is just going to be a real quick one. This is on Kanye West saying that 400 years of slavery was a choice, right? And, this article goes into this. I mean, it's just more or less breaking news. This guy's gone, man. He's lost his mind. Let me just go and jump straight into the scriptures, man. Because, hey, you know what? Slavery wasn't a choice, man. The Lord, this slavery was a punishment for the wickedness that Israel did, right? And what's more, right, is the Lord made us, fall off so that his greater plan could be fulfilled. Right, it says Deuteronomy 20:68 says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." Right, so basically meaning that, look, if we didn't, if we broke the laws of this, if we broke the laws of the scriptures, that Israel will be taken off into slavery, and that's what's happened. Right, that's what's happened, and Israel right now are through. I mean, this guy's just been MK Ultra. He's been, fucked. He's been bent over. He's through, man. He is through, right? Let's jump to the point in 68. Right, it says, "And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt." And what does Egypt represents? Bondage. Right, it says, "Shall bring you again into Egypt with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you." Right, basically saying that one of these curses was what was the only time people have been taken into slavery in cargo slave ships. Right, that was during the transatlantic slave trade. I ain't talking about ancient Egypt either. Right, because we walked out of Egypt into the land. Right, we walked out of Egypt. Right, it says, "And they were sold unto our enemies." Right, we were sold unto Esau for bondmen and bondwomen. And when it says no man shall buy you, right, it talks about it means no man shall set you free, no man shall redeem you. Right, because the only one that can redeem us is Yahweh Shai. Right. Only one that can redeem us is Yahweh Shai, because that's why the scripture says, "Wait ye upon me." Let me also get this in Joel. Right, it says Joel 2 and Joel 3. The only one who can redeem us is Yahweh Shai through the power of Yahweh, man. That's the only way Jake is getting out of this dire situation that we're in. Because we can't fight this devil, man. We're still under his hands to this day, right? Because you gotta also understand, it wasn't just the Southern Kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi that got put in, and it was the Northern Kingdom got it as well, right? What was that one? So Jeremiah 50:33 says, "Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together." So that's the northern and the southern kingdom, right? Children of Israel representing the northern kingdom, and the children of Judah representing the southern kingdom, were oppressed together. Where were we oppressed? Right, it says, and all that took them captives held them fast, right, and they refused to let them go. Right, and so that's why Israel has, were in chattel slavery for 400 years and are still in slavery to this day, right, because our captives refuse to let us go. Right, that's why wherever you go, I forget about slavery, that doesn't matter. All right, this is Joel 3 and 3 says, "And they have cast lots for my people. Have they not done that?" Right, stocks and bonds. It says, "And have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine." You watch that film, Goodbye Uncle Tom. You see them, putting glitter on the boy and all of that, and that film was raw, but that doesn't even touch the rawness, the true rawness of what went down. right? It says, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink, right? So these things had to happen. The Lord said it was going to happen, and it had to happen. As Revelation 11:8 says, and their dead bodies shall line the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, right? So what's that great city spiritually called Sodom? Hey, America promotes homosexuality, bestiality. I mean, they don't promote bestiality, but if I'm not mistaken, it's something like 13 states in America. It's illegal to have sex with animals, right? What do you call it? Transgenderism, right? Perverse sex acts, orgies, all of that. That's promoted heavily out of America. So that's Sodom. Egypt, slavery. You look at the back of the dollar bill, right? Because Egypt represents bondage, right? And here's the point. It says, and they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies. And that dead bodies talking about how Israel were through, not physical dead bodies, right? Read I think it's in his precepts. This is one as well. This is Proverbs 21:16. It says, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead, right? But also that's playing to the point. You come out of this truth. You're not in this truth, you're dead. You're a dead man walking, right? Also read Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, about these dry bones, right, representing Israel in the lost state. But then this truth, these videos that starting from the apostles on down, that are being done, putting their skin back on, onto people. But also it goes on to say, putting the breath, man. The breath is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? Where am I? Yeah, it says 3 days and a half. Now in this instance, 1 day is 100 years, right? So it's representing 1620 to 1970. It says that. So this is 350 years, right? You read Obadiah 1:4 says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, right? So they did that 1969ish, right? So that meaning that was the end of that 350 years. Right, because in 1970s onwards, man, after that you started. I forget when the Apollo mission was to the quote unquote moon, right? But after that, you had what am I saying? Completely lost my trail of thought. From 1970 you started seeing, the moral fabric of this man's society degrade. 1972 you had Roe v. Wade, which basically said abortions can happen throughout, the states. I think 1974, I think around 9. I'm not too sure the date. You're gonna have to look it up. You had the Stonewall, when them faggots wanted to start getting rights and all of that. 1964 you had women's lib, right? There's a whole load of different things that started happening around that period of time, which was the degradation of this man's society and ultimately the bringing down of it, right? But like I said at the beginning, at the top, Israel went through all of this because ultimately the Lord, the Lord had destined that it would happen. The Lord had written it. We read Deuteronomy, said, look, man, if you go off, this is what's going to happen to you. So this is Isaiah 55:11 says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So, like I said, I just wanted to cover that real quick. And Lord's will, you are edified. Shalom.